Hello everyone, welcome to Onyx Earth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So we're back with another pick a card reading. It is timeless, so we're going to see what do people say about you, what makes you attractive, and just an overall reputation take, right? There may be love elements because where that's relevant, obviously we like to see. And then those of you that are familiar with my reading style, I will lead with the lightest side, obviously one for time, but also the goal is to make you guys feel good, right? The only way I'm gonna like emphasize shadows is where it's like, oh no, you need to know this, you want to know this, it will benefit you to know this, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna hop into the pile selection for those of you that are visually impaired, or if you simply like to choose based on my verbal descriptions. The time is now. Pile number 1 is the iced blue butterfly pea latte. Pile number 2 is the iced golden chai latte. Pile number 3 is the iced green matcha latte. And then pile number 4 is the iced purple lavender latte. I will give you a moment to make your selection. And if you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. All right, pile number 1. Let's see what are people saying about you, what makes you attractive, and just an overall reputation check, okay? So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson and the journey. Now, I always say with this type of reading, we like to lead with the light. We want you guys to feel good. We just make mention where there are things you may need to prioritize and things like that, okay? You can have multiple piles, all of the things like that. So let's see what's going on with this butterfly pea latte. Pretty blue color. So let me see. Some of you may have just been like, oh, that's, some of you like the flower. Some of you keep picking the flower, whatever that means for you. I heard some of you don't even know what it is. You just like how it looks. Love it. There's nothing wrong with that. So tell me, what are people saying about you? I heard some of you, that's actually like how, like what people are saying about you and like what people find attractive in general is like, they don't really know what's going on, right? They don't know what's going on with you. They may not even understand you or your personality. They just like how you look. They like looking at you, right? Things like that. I don't know how that's going to make some of you feel, but it's intended to be a compliment, not from me, but just the people that are sending you that energy. Like it's intended to be a good thing. So positive intentions are there, however you take it, okay? All right, my pile number 1, blue butterfly pea latte, courage. So yeah, I'm seeing like all of the colors are calling my attention, which is interesting because like I see purple, I see copper, which I don't know that I normally would have like associated copper with the color, but I don't know, something about colors, okay, are very relevant. Like maybe you just look good in certain colors. Maybe like you just like something about like your tones are just very vibrant, like something about colors, okay? Very, very relevant. Some of you may be artists, like if you work with colors and things like that, people definitely talk about that. They find it really attractive. But all in all, when we talk about courage, something about you, you feel very courageous, you feel very brave. And that's definitely a topic. I heard the words risk taker, okay? Joy. Hey, you know what? We got the Pearl Emperor, but that Gerbera Daisy. I think we're gonna put that in the next I think we're gonna put it in the next Secret Admirer reading. So be on the standby for that. It may make its way eventually, but I think it's gonna be on the next one because I keep seeing it, okay? So joy, right? Courage to prioritize joy, courage to prioritize pleasure. Your bravery, your courage brings other people joy, right? So something about that. I need to make a note to make sure that this is in the next thing. Okay. I'll remember, it's fine. Let me see what else is going on here. Something about it, your energy feels very like loud, vibrant, flashy. I'm not saying you're any of those things, but like your energy or your look is very like prominent, very flashy in a very good, colorful way. So like even like, for example, even if you walk around in like dark colors, neutral tones, it doesn't matter. Your energy, right? Or your look, your features, something about it loud, okay? So let me pull from the tarot. We do have the Empress at the bottom, which does talk about like beauty and just looking very good, being very radiant. So that's kind of how people describe you. Courage is very active. I heard the word incentive, but it's a very active, initiating energy. So it's kind of like bringing joy to your surroundings. That's all of your cards. We're taking it. Yeah, so judgment is at the bottom, right? A call to action. Okay. I don't know, something of, let me just see. Because something people are, like whatever people are saying about you is like the time is now. Like that's a call to action, right? Like with judgment. Judgment is a decision. It's final. Like there's no going back. It is what it is. Like everything is different. I know it sounds excessive. But that is a major arcana card. Remember, judgment is kind of the symbolism of that card. It's kind of like Judgment Day. Like it is and now it is, right? So let me see, is this incoming or maturing energy? It's maturing energy. Ooh. This isn't something, so whatever people are talking about or what people are saying about you has nothing to do with anything incoming. It's all things that are already in motion, things that are already happening, observations that have already been made, like people you already know, right? That are already talking, right? So events that's happened, right? Because we got the 10 of Cups, which talks about like that joy energy on like a collective scale. When we talk about like family, when we talk about like groups, that's what that energy is. We've got this Fool energy of a fresh start. When we talk about decisions, the Fool is the beginning of a journey, right? So like when we talk about the Fool's journey, right? Because the major arcana is the Fool's journey, first card of going on a new adventure, fresh start, not knowing what to expect. The Judgment is the call that leads to the ending of the world, right? Like not the end of the world in a shadow sense, but closing of a cycle for another fresh start, right? That's where we are. And this could be internal, this could be external, okay? I'm getting a strong internal pull. When we talk about specifics based on the tarot, we have emotions, right? Emotions and creativity, because we've got Cups 2 times with these major arcana. So a lot of you, this is an internal journey, internal growth. It could be relationship based, but it doesn't feel material. It feels like emotional connections. Okay, so whatever that means. Because 2 of Cups is a connection with one, 10 of Cups is connection with all. Okay. So groups here, family here, partner here. And it doesn't have to be romantic, even though it usually is read that way. Any partnerships where you have to kind of connect, right? And compromise and be loving and nurturing towards each other. Okay. So here's a call to prioritize that. Here's a call and a lot of attention surrounding that. So some of you, people are just talking about your relationships, your family, right? Your friends, your romantic partner. If you have a new partner, that's a topic. If you have a new partnership that may not be romantic, that's talked about. Any new creative endeavors, that's talked about. Any new beginnings, fresh starts, new developments, talked about. Okay, so let me but in the best way, right? Like it's like, oh, that's really courageous and that's a lot, like that's really good, right? If some of you where you're like, oh, this isn't really resonating, I'm just making sure you know. Remember, if this is truly your pile, past, present, as well as incoming energy, okay? So So for example, if you're like, this is not possible, and you're kind of doing things or did things that could eventually lead to this, then that's the case. Because some of you don't go outside, and it's like there's no reputation, whatever, check for those of you where you're not interacting with anyone. It's like there's no one that knows you to have you as a topic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you, except for those of you that like ghost all of your people, you know, like you ghost your friends, you ghost your family, that's different. But some of you just kind of isolate and you don't think I can see, but you isolate to the point where this would have to be incoming, okay? So tell me, what are people saying? Hey, I don't know what that is, but I'm like, I like this pile because we've got Uranus, which talks about radically change, and we've got this really receptive yin energy. So it talks about intuition, trust, patience, spirituality. I mentioned that receptive energy. So shocks, surprises, something you've done that's surprising, something that's happening with you that's surprising. It doesn't feel bad, okay? Even like, because some of you may be like, yeah, you're talking about something that is bad, right? Doesn't feel bad, okay? It feels exciting. It feels like a fresh start. It feels like a new something. Like I said, like some of you may have gotten like married, engaged, new partner. For those of you where we are talking about romance, some of you may have started a new like business, a new career, like something new, like the early stages where it's surprising how much you'll gain from it. Because receptivity talks about gains, what you receive, what you're getting, right? Shocking, receptivity, right? So some of you people are saying you're going to be shocked at how much you get, how successful you'll be, how much you'll gain, how much you'll benefit from your connections. Some people are saying it's shocking that that has happened or is happening, right? And then we've got Chiron, which talks about hurt and heal. Some people are saying it's shocking how receptive you are based on any historical energy, right? Because Chiron is the wounded healer. Talks about the wounded healer kind of transmutes pain. So it's like connecting with people based on like your past experiences. So basically when people are going through things and you've experienced it, being able to support them in that way, that's what people are saying. Like you're doing that, or you have the potential to do that, or when we talk about being surprised at how receptive and at peace you are despite whatever the Chiron would have stemmed from, because that happens, right? All right, let me keep pulling these cards. I did put Melanin Pop off to the side just in case we wanted some details. I may pull one just because, depending on how we are on time, which, I mean, honestly, we look like we're trending fine on time. So I do want to pull one love deck. Yeah, we'll pull from Melanin Pop because I realized just now that I do not have many decks. We are not wasting time. Look at us. Something about you. You're really efficient. You're really like on top of things. People are saying that makes you attractive. Here, what makes you attractive is your loving nature, right? You're very, like, you bring joy. You love people, right? Whether you realize people realize that or not, right? Because Ten of Cups talks about doing really well with people, just in general. Two of Cups talks about doing really well with people one-on-one, right? So group settings, one-on-one. It doesn't have to be all like formal, like I'm saying it. It could truly just be how you interact with your family, how you interact with your partner, right? The Fool is like every day is a new day, like a fresh thing, not holding on to anything here, right? Being very surprising and being receptive despite this energy. And again, that Fool always having a fresh perspective and not clinging to things, right? Because Judgment could also be that too. Like, boom, it happened, it's done, right? That's what I'm getting, okay? We do have a full moon eclipse at the bottom with conclusions are within reach. So some type of conclusion people are talking about. We do have cardinal moon, which is a new beginning, okay? So yeah, people really like your energy and your personality. But something about you, you are, like I was saying before I went off to mention what makes you attractive, that you're something about you, you're really efficient. You don't really waste time. So a new romantic cycle begins. I kept touching on that with the Two of Cups. There is some type of connection, partnership. I will lead with romance because we have a dominant like calling to that, okay? If that's not you, then don't worry about it. Or maybe it's incoming, and when it comes, then worry about it. But for now, there seems to be like a romantic partnership beginning, new relationship, new start in a connection, something like that. That's a topic, okay? Or it could be an ending of a connection. That's a topic, right? But like I said, this is 7th house of all of your partnerships, especially those that are legally binding on paper, okay? So those are topics. And we got working through your fears, this new moon in Scorpio, which talks about transformation. It's kind of judgment energy, right? It talks about inheritances, like debts, inheritances, things like that. Purging, releasing for that full energy. Okay, so those are things that people are talking about. Your ability to purge and release and all the things like that is definitely something people admire, right? Again, every day is a new day. I keep hearing that. But definitely something about your love life. So if you're like, I don't have anything on in my love life, maybe you have an admirer. Maybe you have admirers. I could see that. This Gerbera, I think I'm saying it right. If I'm not, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out later. I'm going to try to do that reading soon. So maybe within the next week or two after you see this, whenever I upload this one, you may see that may be your pile to help you see what's going on here, because that's a topic. Okay, so we'll figure it out. That's why all of my readings are intertwined. Okay, so if I send you to another pile, if you have time, definitely go. Okay, it usually works out. There's even a couple of comments in some of the videos where people are like, hey, like, okay, you're sending me places and it's freaky, but I like it. Hey, I guess we're not pulling from that deck. You have Union at the bottom. This is the deck that I'm going to use for advice. So your advice is going to be something related to union, but I don't really want to leave you hanging like this, okay? I don't want to leave you hanging like this. So give me a second. I'll see what I find here. We'll pull from Melon Pop before we get that advice. It's a lot going on. There's a lot of people talking about you. There's a lot to say, a lot that people are whispering about, things like that. So you are being, people are saying you need to work through your fears when it comes to whatever connection, if that's a thing. I don't know what that is. It could be romantic, it could just be partnership based, but there's something that people are talking about you possibly working through in order to get something going in the best way. But there is something surprising. You're going to get something. So you're going to be very surprised to get something. I know that because that's a topic here with this Uranus, right? Shock, surprising, and receptivity. So you're going to get something that you're very shocked about, and it seems to be at least someone somewhere that already knows about it, okay? Because it's a topic, right? We talked about what makes you attractive and all the things like that. So let me pull from Melanin Pop. Let me pull from Melanin Pop. And get one card, and then we'll get your advice. Definitely gonna get something you don't like. There's topics about getting something you don't see coming, because I mentioned that the Scorpio energy, yeah, look at that wild card. Uranus energy, abstract, unpredictable, art, multifaceted, museums. I mentioned artists. You may be an artist, right? Something related to that, but that unpredictable, not really seeing it coming. Something about your energy is very abstract, hard to pinpoint, hard to reach. People like it. It's a little mysterious, right? Like, you're not like mysterious in like a dark, moody way. You're mysterious in a, people deal with you, like the people that deal with you, you're very expressive, very open, very loving, very attentive, very engaging. It feels like the type of person that's like, oh yeah, I talk to pile one, I talk to that blue butterfly pea latte all the time, but you know what, I really don't know anything about them now that I realize it. Like, I talk to them all the time, and they're fun, they're nice, and I know like surface level stuff, but I really don't know this person. That's the energy, and it intrigues people. People are like, you know what, why don't I know anything about this person, even though we talk all the time? That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Okay, so give me one more. It's kind of exciting. You're like a puzzle. You're like a fun project. I know that sounds interesting, but it's like there's always something new to learn about you. Like it's like dropping hints, right? Dropping gems from time to time, but never really giving anything, not really showing your cards, right? Tell me more about this butterfly, please. Latte, what are people saying? What makes this person attractive? What's the reputation? Really good reputation, I'll say that, okay? Well, I think I mentioned you looking good, looking really good. So fitness, cosmetic surgery, body modification. I put that on yin instinctively. So I got a lot. I'll take the bottom in a second. Looking really good, being in shape where you are. Even if not, you may just have a natural appeal, right? Physically, right? Features wise, in terms of like your body type, like everything about you just matches really well together, whether that is naturally the case or if you have enhancements, okay? It does not matter. Does not matter. That's just how people see you, okay? Now, with the yin, whether you have enhancements, whether you are more naturally appealing, the look is very I'll use Neptune as an example. It's like fantasy, illusion. I like to call it the Hollywood glamour, where it's like a filter, like that filter. That's how people are describing you in terms of like how you look day to day in their interactions with you. So something about your energy, it feels this yin energy feels like very siren, very like mermaid like. Doesn't matter your gender, right? It kind of like lures people in, right? Like when we say like Venus flytrap, like it's like that's kind of what it is, like a moth to a flame. That's the energy you give off, regardless of gender. Just something about your natural look and appeal, or where you have been very strategic and smart in your enhancements. Because some of you are like that. It does not matter either way, because it works regardless, right? However you're put together, that's the vibe, okay? People find you very physically attractive. We've got the red flags. I'll take it. I'll take it. Some people may say like you're a bit dangerous, not in a aggressive sense, but in a gonna get me in trouble, right? This feels like a pile of people being attracted to you that should not be attracted to you, that would be in trouble for being attracted to you. That's what we've got, right? But because we've got Oshun here, right? We've got sensuality, self-love, beauty, water, fertility. So this is a pile of people that are very attractive, whether you realize it or not, because this may be my pile of not knowing any better. You need to know better, right? One, for your self-esteem, but also just because there's always a shadow to things like that, right? Because we have a situation right here where there's people that are attracted to you that probably should not be, or a person at least, right? In a way that it, like this is the best energy that you could be described as, right? You got Oshun, love, beauty, sensuality. That is very much like Siren, Venus. Like I know a lot of you like the mermaids, the mermaid vibe. But just be careful with the people you're engaging, because that's definitely a thing. Some of you specific message, make sure, right, you're dressing appropriately for certain settings, okay? When we talk about emphasizing certain aspects, okay? Like make sure like it's appropriate, okay? Because that's a thing for some of you, okay? And then because even where I'm saying like make sure you're dressing up, even if you're not, like people like it in the worst way. So just however you want, do what you want, but that's a certain perception, but just be cognizant of this energy, okay? Now the lightest side of this is you're a ball of energy. Look at you look really good, you're very radiant. Again, it's not gender specific, you're just very alluring and attractive in a way where it stops people, right? Because a red flag is kind of like a stop sign. It's like stops people in their tracks, right? And that can benefit you in a lot of ways. So let me get your advice. But there's definitely that vibe of, oh, pile one, they look so good. It's not like it's dangerous or stops people in their tracks. This is my drop dead gorgeous pile, whether you realize it or not. And it doesn't have to be in a traditional sense when we talk about people that are very striking in appearance. But this is my group of people where people just kind of stop and look at you like, oh, like that's really attractive. This person's very attractive. Or I've not seen a person that looks like this before. Like I don't know where you're located or just how you look. But something about this pile is striking, okay? Physically, very much physically so, okay? So let me get my advice from my blue butterfly pea latte. Tell me. Hey, look at you. Your advice is just to keep being great, right? Obviously, where we talk about like certain things I mentioned that you could do, but I mean, just be great. Elixir of life. Life is short, right? Prioritize your health, prioritize your wellness, keep prioritizing looking good in the best ways. All right, share your energy with other people without overextending, because I never encourage you guys to overextend, but keep being you. Like keep doing what you're doing the way you're doing, and make sure you're fueling your body, your mind, and your soul in a way to where you're able to spread that vibrant light, right? That beautiful ocean energy as far as you can, as wide as you can. Okay, so let me see what else is at the bottom. You got Luna. So I've been getting that card a lot for you guys. Where is, I have the book. Yep. I'll get the book because it's not as long as I was thinking, but Luna is moon energy. So, and I know it has a little bit of like moon essences. Where is it? Look at me. I went just there it is. Okay, so it does say, and so it will be. And the energy here does talk about the freedom of desire and the illuminated path of moonlit dreams, okay? It talks about imagination. It talks about being very intuitive. It talks about vivid clues of a hidden situation, okay? And it says you can achieve your goals and desires if you pay close attention. So this is a pile of needing to pay attention. There's hidden things, right? It talks about being beyond the limitations of logic and reason. And it says prophetic dreams and the unrealized wild side that calls upon you. So think about that, pause it if you needed to, and go back. But that's some key advice for this group. It feels like my pile that's really in tune with the divine feminine energy, even if you consider yourself to be more masculine. There's a side of you that really you can call in. You know, there's something here. You have a lot of potential here. Okay, because like this is a pile of people really like wanting a piece of your energy. Okay, so remember that can benefit you in some ways. So yeah, I'm just gonna close it out. That is all I have for you today. My pile number 1. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 2, my golden chai latte. Let's see what are people saying about you, what makes you attractive, and just an overall reputation check. So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. You can have multiple piles for different timelines, different settings, okay? We're leading with this happy, attractive energy because we would like to uplift you guys, make you guys feel a little bit better, especially those of you that are not going outside. Like I can see, I would like for you to go outside more, so I want you to feel encouraged to do so. I will mention prominent shadows where that benefits you, right? Where there's development, where that will help you, okay? I never say things like that to upset you or offend you or scare you. It's always to support you, okay? Now, first thing I channeled before we pull these cards, some of you have a really great voice. Like you have a great, like you, whether it's like music, whether it's speaking, whether it's just talking to people, something about your voice, it's very distinct, right? Like you sound like you. And people just like to listen to you talk because you may have a very soothing voice, right? That's the thing, okay? And yeah, let's pull these cards. So tell me about this golden chai latte. What are people saying? What do people find attractive in general? What's the overall reputation for this group? Let me get another shuffle. Okay, what are people saying about my golden chai latte? What makes them attractive? That's a lot. So I put that back, but it's a lot. People are saying a lot about you. There's a lot that people find attractive about you. So we do not have time for all of that, but I'm gonna take this guy here, which is just one, and we will see what's at the bottom, okay? So confidence, look at you. So people are discussing your confidence, whether there's a lack thereof or where you are confident in the best ways. So let me pull more. Well, we're not going to pull more. There's so much going on with you, right? We've got this persistence energy. Because I don't know, something about your energy is making me want to pull more from this deck. I'm not going to because I'm not doing that. But confidence, and you do have a very persistent vibe. So you may have a personality where you're like, let's do this, or where you kind of like try to change people's mind, like where you're very persistent and like accomplishing things. Like people like that, and people find it attractive that you're like really in that energy of like, no, this needs to happen, I'm gonna do it, or I think we should do it, or I think you should do it. Like people like that, especially your confidence in where you're persistent, okay? Because I'm not pulling all those cards, but I appreciate you wanting all those cards, right? Tell me more. All right, my golden chai latte. What do people say about you? What makes you attractive? Your overall reputation. Very confident, very persistent. Yeah, very stable, very grounded. With the Four of Pentacles, talks about a foundation of not budging, right? Standing your ground. That's the energy here. Okay. There we go. So we got this. The way it fell, this hit the deck and this flew over. So whatever it is, whatever you do and the way you do it, where you're like, this is very firm, strong, this is how I'm doing it, this just kind of fly. Wait, where am I? Yeah, this just kind of flies off anyway, right? So Eight of Pentacles is the effort, right? Lots of earth sign energy. So let me see what this is. Yep. Earth, Capricorn, Earth. Look at you. So if you don't have Capricorn placements, we could be talking about career settings, right? Very stable, very grounded settings, right? So the way you work, the devil is very set in your ways. I'm not going to lie. It's all about being in control. It's being very grounded. But in you being that way, because there is a bit of a stubborn vibe. The devil and Four Pentacles can be stubborn. Persistence can be stubborn. But it feels like you're stubborn in the best ways for efficiency, right? I mentioned, I think, if I'm reading it wrong, that's the way we're reading it now, because I don't remember what fell where, because I was channeling. That devil is kind of like where you're not budging, right? And by you refusing to budge, while you being persistent, that Eight of Pentacles flies out. So it's like people may perceive you as being rigid, but it works. It's the most efficient outcome, right? Eight of Pentacles is being very skilled, very talented, right? Very efficient in what you're doing. It's toiling away, but not in a waste of time way. It's doing what you're doing and seeing success because you're doing it the right way, right? It's making sure you're doing the things the right way. You're working hard, but not just because, right? Like you're working smarter and more effectively, okay? So yeah, that's the settings, right? And not budging unless things are done right. Like things need to be done the right way. I don't know what's going on with you, but that's very loud. It was loud, right? I like that Capricorn energy coming here because it does talk about growth, development, and lessons, okay? This is my builder pile. This is my skilled pile. This is my talented pile, okay? And this is my pile of not just being talented, not just having the foundation of being skilled, but applying that in the best way to support yourself as well as other people. It's like, yeah, I have talent, I have skill, but you know what? How is that going to benefit us? Like, where is that going to benefit us, right? No, I'm not budging because I know how to do this better. That's the energy here. So look at you. Yeah, Two of Wands is a plan. It's looking ahead. It's like, I have the foresight to see where we could be doing this better, right? That's this group. Look at you. I have the foresight to see how to plan, how to make this more effective, how we're not going to be like doing things in a weird way over time, right? Being very confident and sure and certain in your efficiencies, okay? Some of you, very obvious energy here. People really admire your work ethic, right? Your processes, okay? Your determination, your persistence, and confidence. Look at you. Look at you. Sorry, I don't mean to knock. I was trying to get a good shuffle, but I have at the bottom Virgo and I have South Node. So more earth sign energy, but South Node says destined to release. It does talk about your natural skills and talents, like I talked about, like where you're comfortable, where you don't really have to work as hard because you know better, right? Your past experiences of development that show you how to become that Eight of Pentacles. Like, I know what to do to make this work because I've done it before, right? And this is attention to detail, and again, that work ethic. So look at you. Look at you. So let me, you know what? This is the one pile that probably has the most caffeine to it, I'm realizing. So yeah, I mean, it's like very active, very, like, this is my working pile, okay? And it doesn't have to be professional. It just, you're working, you're building, whatever creative endeavors, whatever projects, whatever friendship group, club, whatever, you're working, you're building. You've got that Leo energy. Hey, look at you. Personality, self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. I mentioned that. And right as I'm talking about like groups and like common causes and friendships, the card that rules friendships comes out. So it could be, that could be your personality in a friendship group. Light shadow, this feels real work oriented. So don't be like that with your friends, right? Like, you don't have to be hypercritical and overly like business like when it comes to like things you're doing with your friends. Like, if you're trying to go on vacation, like, don't take the fun out of it, things like that, okay? Because I have that here, okay? But where you're not doing that, people see you as like someone that's really inspiring, lots of personality, very firing and creative in the best way, someone that prioritizes fun, because part of that efficiency in that Eight of Pentacles is like, ooh, I'm not trying to work hard if I don't have to. Like, why would we do it that way when we can knock it out faster, more effectively, so we can go play, right? Like, that's the vibe, okay? And we got opposition, right? So imbalance, a point of tension, and power struggle. Persistence, right? Willing to go against the grain, willing to be different, willing to say the opposing viewpoint, right? And be expressive about it and loud, right? Some of you, you may have a way of, I mentioned the voice, I mentioned the communication. Some of you may have a way of saying or expressing certain things that could create tension, that could create struggle, that could be opposing, right? You express opposing viewpoints in a way that's confident, loyal, and creative, like, right? Like, and that means basically it's not harsh, right? Like, you have creative way of communicating things in a way that's not harsh, in a way that it's better received, okay? So look at you. And obviously the shadow would be not that, and to stop, right? We've got believe in the impossible, you're good enough. Where you're lacking confidence, people have a lot of faith in you. Like, where you lack confidence, people have confidence in you, just so you know, right? Especially the opposition to personality, like not fully stepping into your personality, not being confident enough to fully express your personality. Like, there's a lot of people that believe in you, okay? So let me see, what are people saying? Luck is on your side. Look at you, new moon in Sagittarius. Yeah, people think very highly of you. They think you're very lucky. They think you have a potential to be very lucky, okay? We have nothing will come of the situation. I heard some of people are saying you should be confident. There's actually nothing to worry about. You're actually very lucky. in the best ways. So I don't know what concerns you may have, but I'm hearing like nothing will come of the situation. Luck is on your side. And also, what nothing will come of the situation talks about that efficiency of not having to overreact, right? Because nothing will come of the situation is sitting still, right? What of course is like sitting, you're not like no reason to overreact, like it's just lucky. Some of you people are saying things just come to you naturally. You're very lucky in that way. Okay, so I'm gonna pull. I don't know why I think I have more decks than I do. Oh, you know what? I did not pull from that deck. Look at me. I skipped one in pile one. So that has nothing to do with you. Let me move on. I'm realizing something I did in pile one. So wasn't necessary. I'm gonna pull from this Melanin Pop deck, and then I will get you one to see what people are saying about you in a romantic sense. Then I will get your advice and close it out. Okay? Tell me about this pile number 2, my golden chai latte. What are people saying about my golden chai latte? And what makes them attractive and the overall reputation check. Give me a card for my golden chai latte, please. Okay, hey, that's gonna be referencing luck. Okay, so wise planning, meticulous, careful, delayed, slow and steady. You're gonna take your time, right? You're gonna be slow, in the best way, right? Wise planning, meticulous, careful, delays. That's how people describe you, and that actually supports everything that I was talking about here. So I can put you up here. Yes, 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 yes. This is lucky energy. We've got a silver fox. So age, maturity, clever, charming, experience. This is a more mature energy of taking your time because having the wisdom, having the experience to know better, right? Now, this is also the support of if we're talking about a shadow of being overly meticulous, right? Overly careful. We have a mature energy here that's a little more experienced in supporting you towards not doing that. Where we talk about delays, right? We do have that here. So we have someone here that's a silver fox, a little more mature, right? A little more experienced that can support you there. That's a conversation. So look at you. Because again, it's always a variety of energies here. So some of you, this is you. Some of you, this is support that you have, whether you realize it or not. Okay? So, let me see. This is an energy of patience. People are describing you as very patient in the best way, okay? So let me get this deck and see what people are saying about you in a romantic sense and what makes you attractive there. Some of you, when we talk about like physical attraction, because I get a lot of people are attracted to your personality here and your mind. Your physical appearance, especially something about you. This feels like my more mature pile or my old soul pile. So something about you, if you are relatively young, you have a very wise, mature energy radiating from you in a way that intrigues people. If you're more mature, people like that. People think you look really good and all of the things like that. Like you may be a pile that looks a lot younger than you are, okay? But feels a lot older. And you could be any combination of that, right? Like being really young, looking really young, being very attractive and young. But people are like, how old are you? Because you feel 30 years older, right? Or being a little more mature and speaking and being as mature as you are, and people being like, how old are you? Because I know you said, but you sure? Because you look like 20 years younger. You know what I mean? Like that's the energy. So this is a slowing down spiritual awakening pile. This is a pile of taking your time. You're persistent, you're confident, but also won't be rushed. So that's a thing. That's a thing. So tell me, people like that you take your time, especially when we talk about romance. So people may say you're a little bit slow moving when it comes to like love and romance, because I got that. I got that. So let me see. Tell me, pile. All right. Butterflies. Some of you may be coming from pile 1. Look at you. Don't go there if you're not worried about it. Like, don't feel pressured to go to piles that we're not calling you, okay? This is just confirmation for those of you where it was, okay? But it says, oh, enjoy the overwhelming excitement and bliss of new or old love. So people are talking about you being very happy in a connection where that's a thing, or you're just the type that gives people butterflies, like people feel butterflies when dealing with you. Whether it's just like light crush or just truly people that are going to engage you romantically. We've got a harvest. You planted the seed that the universe gave you. Due to your patience and growth, that's a huge theme here, you're now able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Mention laboring. This is my labor working pile. Look at you. Effort, attention, right? Progression, okay? So people are talking about like you getting a harvest, whether we're talking about like career, whether we're talking about some people think you got lucky professionally as well as romantically. Look at you. Because I've got that butterflies into a harvest, and it's like it's a promising connection, whether it's a current connection or incoming connection, okay? Because remember, I read past, present, incoming, okay? So that's kind of a topic when it comes to love, where love is the thing for you. Like you have butterflies or someone has butterflies for you. It's a harvest. It's a lucky situation. Like it's really good, okay? I like that. So let me get your advice and close it out. What do we need to say about my golden chai latte? Oops. Hey, we got courage. So confidence, courage, all of those things, okay? Let me see. So give me my advice for my golden chai latte, please. Oh, okay, I threw that. Okay, this one. Got a lot of advice, a lot you need to do. So, hey, listen, honestly, if you're confident, this is just confirmation. Don't let anything break your confidence or whatever. Like, continue to be confident, because that's a huge deal. But where you're not, you're being encouraged for that. Like, people may be saying you need to be a little more confident in whatever way, and like, this is you being supported in, right? Confidence. That's the thing. That's a key advice for you. Confidence, okay? So I'm gonna put you here. You may be seeing butterflies or bumblebees or both, right? What is this? Maturity, incoming. Got it. Okay. All right. An incoming energy of concealment, which could be hiding some sort of a union, or an incoming energy of taking off your mask towards a union, right? Like revealing a union. And that doesn't have to be like your private business where you're connected. It just talks about being confident and going for what you want romantically, or in terms of partnerships, in terms of career paths, like, right? Like being confident and going for what you want, because a union is what you want, right? It's the harvest, because that's why I put it there. Going for your harvest, like go for it. That's your advice, right? Take off your mask where where that's going to be a priority towards what you want. Put your mask on to protect where that's a thing, okay? But be very, very confident in what you do and how you move, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 2. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. All right, pile number 3, my green matcha latte. Let's see, what are people saying about you? What makes you attractive, and your overall reputation? So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read from a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. I'm saying at each pile, we're leading with the lighter side because we want you guys to feel good. We want you guys to feel great. But I will mention where I see anything that is loud or prominent enough where you need to know, right? Where it benefits you on that shadow side. So something about this green matcha latte, I don't know. We're going to see, because I was channeling energy. and I just kind of brushed it off. So you may be the type that does that in the best, and it could be in the best way. Like you're not really worried about anything. You just brush it off and move on. So let me see what people are saying about my pile number 3. What makes you attractive? I did get a vibe of this is a pile of people from your past talking about you. So good for you if you're that great where people talk about you. You know what I mean? Like from your past. So let me see my pile number 3. What do people say? What makes my pile number 3 attractive? We'll take it. Hey, look at you. This is my gold yellow pile. I don't know what made you pick the green matcha, but good for you. Right? Because we've got abundance, we've got grace. Okay? Look at you. Abundance and grace. So people say that you are abundant, you're very graceful. I heard the word gracious. Okay. Let me see. Dreams. Okay, royal fern, large grass, yellow. So yellow is a thing. Yellow is a thing, okay? For sure. Let's put it down. I even broke my little rule. I only wanted 1 for each pile, but I gave you 2. So you're that group that gets extra. Look at you. This is my pile. That's what I channeled, and I kind of rushed it off because I wanted to finish cleansing. You kind of see things in advance. You see things ahead. Like this is my forecast projecting pile, right? That's why you got dreams, okay? Go to the dream readings. I have them. If I stick to my schedule, there is one waiting. No. There's one that went live the day before this one, okay? If not, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I am creating a playlist. If there isn't already one, you'll find it very easily. And you'll be able to choose from any of those readings because you'll be able to have them all in one place, right? So, but again, people describe you as a dream. They see you as abundant. They see you as grace. They see you as someone that can create abundance for other people. You seem like the type of person that makes life very easy for other people. Like it's a great energy to have. Okay. It is. It really is. Okay. So let me pull. Yeah. Look at you at the bottom of your reset. You've got the 10. Hold on. You've got the 10 of Pentacles. So much light coming in that it's making things foggy. Look at you. Bright light. Okay. I'm going to take that. There's a card that kind of, let me see what it is, because I can't even get a good shuffle now because this is a loud card. Yeah, okay, so the 10 of Pentacles is not leaving the table. So this is ultimate abundance, right? Like abundant gold is the color. People see you as gold. So I don't know if you look good in gold, you wear gold jewelry, just something about you, it's gold. Everything you touch turns to gold, right? That's you. That's the things that people are just saying about you. Very abundant in the 10 of Pentacles. Abundant in a way that, again, does not just benefit you, it benefits people around you, okay? Like you, that's a great energy to have, okay? So let me, because I couldn't even get my good shuffle. Some of you, there's someone that may be wanting to check into your energy or like maybe asking about you and they're not getting anything. So I don't know who around would be doing that or who around that they would even be attempting to do that with. But I did get it. I got that vibe based on what was at the bottom each time I split, okay? So tell me more about this green matcha latte. What do people say about you? What makes you attractive? I mean, this is my pile of just being really attractive in like a very broad, expansive way. This is a everybody likes you pile. And it's not even like everybody likes you because you're just so great, even though it feels like you are. This is a pile of you're able to like, everybody can, like it. I heard everybody eats, but there's a pile of like everybody can like participate, everybody can gain, if that makes sense, right? Just so be mindful of overextending, okay? Because this is a pile that could do that in the shadow sense. I've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, but we're not taking it. This keeps coming out. The Eight of Swords is a withholding of an energy. Some of you, oh yeah, because like now the sun is shifting and there's so much light coming in. So like some of you people talk about you holding back. Could be potential, like internal, but it could be just abundance, like you withholding abundance that you either have or ways that you could support other people, whether intentionally so or not. Like it feels like people are saying like you're like the keys to abundance, right? Let me get a good shuffle so I can see what's going on. Because I don't know, the deck went haywire. So let me see. What are people saying about my pile number 3? What makes them attractive? Their overall reputation for my green matcha latte. Yeah, okay, that's your 2 in the bottom. See, it's kind of like a bit of a restructuring. It kind of is like, okay, let me reset, let me reload, let me organize, and now I'm ready to get. And once you do that, once you ground, 2 things, you get your last 2 cards in the bottom without effort, right? Like cleaning things up, grounding in a way that it's not effort, okay? So yeah, I mean, I may have to pause. I don't really want to. No, I'm not gonna have to. Okay, so 6 of Cups. There are sunflowers here. We do have sunflower piles. I have a most recent one. That's a lot of more yellow, gold, yellow. That's a thing, okay, with you. I know this is a gold deck, but I wasn't thinking of that at all, and I didn't even notice until this pile, right? Because even here we've got gold, right? Let me see if I can get it to do the thing, because now apparently the time of day, which makes sense that it is, it's making it difficult to see. Okay, we got the Queen of Cups, so more past energy. Queen of Cups talks about being very nurturing, very creative, very giving, right? Queen of Cups creates things. Okay, we got a lot of abundance, especially on the physical plane. We'll talk about other people and other groups. Like we have someone here that has a lot of history of creation, right? We have a past of creating. We have experience creating, right? And I'm saying it like that because I want it to be general enough for everybody. So we could be talking about like people talking about fertility, like when we talk about creation of actual life. We could be talking about fertility when we talk about creative endeavors. We could be talking about fertility when we talk about organizing and structuring like partnerships, things like that. Any area of life. But people seem to think that you have this very creative force inside of you, this experience, or just the innate ability to do certain things, okay? We got that 10 of Swords. Whoa, what's that? We got the High Priestess here, which rules dreams and secrets. You can turn things around, okay? Whether we're talking about yourself or other people, okay? Seems like an energy of knowing how to recover. There we go. This is a pile of knowing how to recover or supporting people in recovery, okay? Very, very gifted in that. And when we talk about recovery, I don't mean just like slight recovery, I mean complete recovery. 10 of Swords is like rock bottom energy in any area of life, whether internal or external. People are saying you have the potential to either do that yourself, where that's a thing, and maybe that's all of this light you need that I'm shining on you right now. Or if there are people that need that and where you're actively doing that, or where you're incoming potential to do that for other people, that's a thing. It feels like healing energy, okay? It feels like healing energy and the ability to see ahead and supporting people on recovery, any setbacks, any historical, any growth towards abundance, okay? So look at you. All right, let me keep pulling these cards. Like when people, okay, this is my shoulder pile. Look at you. You're here. I felt it. You're confirmed for those of you that wait for it. Yeah, this is my light pile. Look at you, solar energy, okay? We're going to power through because I don't want to stop the energy and have to reset. But you have the sun. Look at you. and you have self-expressed and embodied truth. People talk about how like your personality, how honest you are, how good you make people feel. It feels like a bright light aura. Some of you have like a very like where people see auras, right? Some of you may have like a bright yellow or gold aura, literally. Okay? It's there, it glows, people see it, whether people see it in a metaphysical sense or just people just feel it and they're like, I need to be in that light. Watch it, because it can be draining if you don't know any better. Okay. But I like it. I like to see it because it's an inspiring, hopeful, healing energy here. It's in my pile of healing. Okay. Go to the dream readings. I feel that for you. At the bottom you have prosperity lies ahead with that new moon in Taurus. People see you as really like that grace and abundance feels like you may have a look, like you may look like money, whether you realize it or not. Like something about it, like people may just assume you have money even if you don't. If you do, people can tell. Like that's the vibe you get off. Okay. So let me see. All right. My pile number 3, my green matcha latte. I'm realizing that's what happened. So I was like, why is all of the yellow gold energy in this pile? It's because it's green like money. I don't think like that naturally especially when I'm channeling, but that's what it is. Like people see you as like money, making money, having money, the potential to make money, the potential to give them money, the potential to support them in making money. I'm like stuttering over my words, getting ahead of myself, right? Some of you again can help them get ahead. That's the vibe that you give off, okay? For that bright solar energy. Okay. All right. Yeah, because you even got the royal fern. Okay. So tell me, like when people find you attractive, so like when we like, okay, like how do people look at me and see me? Some of you have like a very like royal, very like graceful energy or look that people associate with you, whether you realize it or not. Okay. Energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. That's up and up energy. Okay, people are talking about you being on the up and up, like you're gaining energy, you're gaining momentum, you're building, you're growing, you're helping them do those things, or they could, or people just like, how do I get in on this with pile 3 because I want to be a part of what they're doing or what they're gonna do, things like that. Okay. And then we've got a full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. Right, some of you may be 2 distinct people discussing you. Gemini is twins. That could be relevant in some way, right? Dual-sided. We talk about it, for sure. So this talks about results, energy gaining momentum, and answers you need are coming. Like people are talking about some type of message, some type of information you're waiting for, some type of results. That's incoming. Okay. Why did I do that? Okay, so here's the thing. I grabbed you may have someone you're getting to know or will be getting to know soon on a romantic level. I skipped straight to this. And it does support the answers you need are coming. So I'm just going to put it down and see, because I was supposed to come to Melanin Pop. You know what? I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to go to this love deck and then we'll go back to Melanin Pop to see what else people are saying about you on the table. Because I referenced all of this building, and 10 of Pentacles is building a future energy, right? This one is a keeper. Your love life is ascending to the next level. So if you've met somebody or getting to know somebody or in a partnership, people are speaking very highly of it. I love that. But let me see what's going on with this, because this is not the order. Something may have happened out of order for you, right? And people are talking about, like, you may be doing things out of order in the best way. It could be love related. Like some of you are like trying to prioritize. Okay, I see forgive, heal, clarity. I'm gonna take this one that's in my hand. Some of you trying to prioritize like self-love, possibly healing, right? Because we've got self-love here, and we've got safe place, like grounding and all of the things like that. And then love came in a way you weren't really expecting it, or will, or people are like, we're talking about what people are saying. So some of you people are trying to set you up with somebody. So let me, I'll get one more for whatever this is, and then we'll take the bottom. But I don't want to lose sight of answers you need are coming, and you did things out of order, like prioritizing here, and then love slipping in the midst of that. That's kind of the topic, or incoming. Okay, hey, I said it. Look at that, falling in love. The feeling of falling in love is one of a kind. Know that it is safe for you to be in love. So yeah, I mean, in all of this, stumbling there. So that's kind of what people are talking about, if that's a thing. I want to get one more, take the bottom, because this deck did what it wanted to do. Okay, we got past life, new chapter. So some of you have people from your past, when we talk about romance, all up in your stuff, whether you want them to or not. It is what it is, right? Because it says there may be a past life connection or unfinished business with this person. Some of you may, people are talking about you falling in love with someone you have unfinished business with. We talk about like past ties. It doesn't have to be anything chaotic and negative, right? And we do have a new chapter. So a fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life, okay? So a new chapter with someone you're working things out with, or someone you have past ties with, or it could be a rekindling. Some of you have people from your past trying to rekindle, whether you want them to or not. I'm going to read that in an unbiased way because I genuinely don't know. That's not what we're looking for. There are people from your past wanting to rekindle, okay? And then people are talking about that, or they may be asking about you. Let me see. Safe places here. There's nothing like being able to let your guard down and know that you are protected by your partner's love. Some of you have a very protective partner. And people are talking about that, especially if there are like other people from the past trying to come back and you got a new partner. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. I can see that. That's why it's all like, it's a lot of talk about your love life for sure. Because that's why it skipped the melanin pop and then it had all of these cards come out. Okay. But there's definitely some type of new chapter in love for you. That's a topic. Okay. And it actually may be making you more appealing to other people. That happens. Okay. Yeah, look at you. I didn't realize this. That's why. This is the bottom of your reset. You have proud, trophy wife, or just, I'll use the word life because it could be any gender, right? And accomplishments and status. So some of you may have like a partner, right? Or are dating in a way where it's like making other people like want to know what's going on with you, whether they're interested in you romantically or not, just being nosy. But this is about attention to your love life. So tell me more about what people are saying about my pile number 3. What makes them attractive? What makes my pile number 3 attractive? What are people saying about them? This is definitely my pile of like foresight and seeing things ahead, because I wouldn't have really paid much attention to that show you off card had I not pulled from the love cards first. So it's like you have to do it in this order so that it makes sense. That's what happened. Let me see. Tell me more about my green matcha latte. What are people saying about them? What makes them attractive, please? So when we talk about like abundance and things like that, people are saying like you're hungry for it. I got like a weird like wave of like, oh, maybe I'm gonna go eat. It's not the time of day where I would normally eat at all, just because it's not that time for my lunch. It's just not. So some people are saying like you're hungry for it, okay? Okay, we've got it's complicated, platonic, perspective, chance. So there's people that are interested in you probably romantically that you're not interested in romantically. That's a topic. Okay. And we also have friends that may be talking about you, or people trying to get in your business with the text messages here, right? You may have somebody reaching out to other people or trying to reach out to you, right? To get to know. I'm going to pull another one. I think I'm going to pull another one. Okay, no, that's just people being nosy. So you got the athlete card. Let's see. You've got dedication, training, hobby, talent, active, game, sports. So you've got people all up in your business, right? Because athlete is activity. It's effort. Like trying to figure out what's going on with you. Talking about you. I consider this combination to be gossip. And all the things. I associate like the athlete card with attention as well, right? Being like popular, things like that. So people just kind of wanting to be your friend, just in general, with no like shadow, right? Just wanting to be friends with you, wanting to be close to you, wanting to know about you. That's what we've got. But it does just feel like people just in your business. Okay, so like they're talking, they find you attractive, they want to be in your business, you have success at the bottom. And yeah. And that also supports all of that energy we talked about with that abundance, right? This is my pile of friend zoning a lot of people. Got it. So let me see what's going on. Tell me more about my pile number 3. My green matcha latte. Well, no. I need my advice. We're closing it out. We're closing out. See, even me, I'm like, let's figure out more stuff. No, we're closing it out. Like even me, subconsciously, I'm like, let me see what else is going on with this green latte. No, we're closing it out. This is people being a little bit too nosy, even where they have the best intentions. See, you have knowledge. So tell me my advice for my green matcha latte. What does my green matcha latte need to do? I did see let go. I did see union. So what's my advice for my green matcha latte, please? Ooh, I'm not taking all of that. Protect your peace, protect your space, protect your energy, right? This is a boundary. Just friends is a boundary. It doesn't talk about just friend zone. Doesn't just talk about people being attracted to you that you're not interested in. It just means setting a boundary. Like when people start asking your business, don't tell them. When people ask around and all the things, just let them. Don't worry about it. Just set a boundary, okay? Be defensive, right? Not in a like aggressive defensive way, but just keep your business to yourself and things like that. We talk about activity, right? This is a thing. And defense, right? That's your advice. So let me see here. Use your wisdom, right? Use your wisdom. There's a lot of light, a lot of attention here, okay? Wisdom. Use your wisdom to set a boundary, to be defensive, to be guarded, to react, right? Appropriately. We'll be nosy. Success is here. Elixir of life is here. Good luck is here. Equilibrium. Look at you. Okay, financial security, good luck. Yeah, so this is a great energy, a great pile, all right? So use your wisdom to maintain your boundaries, right? To be smart in the way you move and act, right? Because this combination is a thing, right? If you know sports, this is a thing, right? Defense and really knowing how to protect yourself, right? And to be successful, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 3. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post here on this channel. Thank you for watching. All right, pile number 4, my purple lavender latte. Let's see, what do people say about you? What makes you attractive in your overall reputation? So for those of you that are new here, I read and channel past, present, as well as incoming energy. I do read a polarity, which means there's a light as well as a shadow. You just have to find yourself in the lesson, in the journey. Now, I've been saying at each pile, And I'll say it again here because it is important. I'm going to lead with the lighter side because I want you guys to feel uplifted and feel good. That said, if I see anything that's very prominent or pronounced in a shadow sense, I let you guys know, just because why wouldn't you want, to know that where it benefits you, okay? Now, you can have multiple piles from the multiple timelines from multiple settings, okay? And that's in this reading or any other reading of mine. So let's get to it. My purple lavender latte. Okay, some of you are concerned about it looking pink. It does. So it can be pink as well. Whatever you want, right? So let me see. My lavender latte. What are people saying about my lavender latte? What makes them attractive? Hey, look at you. People think very highly of you. So what happened is it actually hit my bumblebee jasper. So you may have one, want one, need one, or just the energy surrounding it. You can Google a bumblebee jasper just to see what it symbolizes and all of the things, okay? But you've got confidence and love. So you may be the pile that often picks purple. That may be your favorite color. I do have a lilac pile. That may be yours, okay? But yeah, love and confidence. Look at you. People say you love with confidence. I like it. They love your confidence. You have a lot of love and a lot of confidence. I have a dahlia pile. Okay, you got secret admirers that are talking about you. We cannot develop that here. We will literally be here all day. But maybe these are the piles you need to go to, because you got two piles that reference secret admirers. So lilac is in there, and then there are I think there's two dahlias. So, and those of you that are like torn between purple and pink, that debate, or if you want it pink, here you go, okay? But dignity, love, and confidence, that's what people are saying about you. I like it. It's the best energy. So go to those secret admirer piles, as many as you feel called to. There may be clarifications on who's talking about you, maybe what they're saying in there, right? Because sometimes when you double up on these readings, really is a personal reading, okay? I know people tell me that all the time, so good for y'all. But Page of Swords is the messenger, right? It talks about people talking. It's messages, it's conversations, especially when we talk about new beginnings, new creative endeavors, and new opportunities for love, okay? So some of you got a lot of people wanting to express romantic interest in you. Look at you. It makes sense. The lavender latte, really easygoing. It's the kind of energy people like to have around. Like, look at you. So let me keep going, okay? Tell me, what are people saying about my lavender latte? Makes you attractive. Nine of Wands is a pause to assess, right? Like Nine of Wands is like I've been working at this, I've been putting in effort, I've been doing this, but let me just stop, take a break, and assess. Okay, so people are saying that's something you're doing, or that you've done, but it always talks about preparing and getting your energy up to go at it again, right? Like it's like, okay, I'm gonna close this out, but just let me just take my break, right? Let me just get my energy up and go for it. So that's the vibe, okay? I honestly can see the Nine of Wands being, because usually it's like someone standing there at ease with battle scars. It's kind of like, wow, pile 4 has a very easygoing, calm, like meditative stance for somebody that's been at war, right? Like I'm being facetious. It could be literal for some of you, but like it's like, like this person's either been through a lot, have done a lot, right? And just to be at ease, at peace in the moment, despite that's crazy, right? Especially when we talk about heading towards success, okay? I heard the word rough victory, okay? I'm struggling to get a really good foundation. There it is. Some of you, that may be what people are saying, like finally finding your footing, or struggling to find your footing, but will, right? Tell me more about this purple lavender latte. What are people saying about my purple lavender latte? Four of Wands. New home in the best way, a stable home. This combination, right, it's very creative, very passionate. It feels like someone kind of taking a moment to really see what they've built, what they've established, right? Like that's what it feels like. The Nine of Wands is, again, taking that pause to just assess everything you've done, recovering from everything you've done, preparing to follow through and close out what you've done, right, in the best ways. Because the Four of Wands talks about, again, it's like a home, starting a family, freshly married couple vibes, where that's applicable, or it just an analogy, right, for kind of going in. Like some of you may literally have like built a home like from the ground up. That could be a thing, or an analogy for something. I could see that there, right? Or working very hard on like finding a home, like starting a home, starting a family. Like that's an analogy, right, that I'm using. Okay, so let me see, tell me more about my pile number 4. What are people saying? What makes you attractive? The word is resilience, with dignity, with love, and with confidence. Okay. All right. The bottom, we've got the World, which closes a cycle. We got a union. Some of you are in union with somebody, or stepping into a union with somebody, or it could be a partnership of any kind. But we do have a closed cycle, right? We've got the Queen of Cups. Closing a cycle and being very satisfied with what you're doing in that way. Closing cycles talks about the evolution of things in this sense, right? The Nine of Wands, again, the Nine of Wands is build, build, build. Let's take a break to assess, right? Let's look ahead to what's going to be, right? Okay, let's close that part and let's start back at that Ace of Wands to build that next stage of it. Okay, that next level of it. That's where we are. So I'm gonna pull out of order, because this is another one of those groups that wants me to pull out of order. We do have community groups, family, neighbors, polygamy. Could be community based. Four Wands kind of supports that, but let me see why Melanin Pop wants to speak before the astrology based oracles. So tell me, what are people saying about my lavender latte? What makes them attractive? What's their overall reputation? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll take these two. Community is still at the bottom, so that's a huge theme. There is both a reversal here and a shadow, and it's this pause to assess and evaluate before powering through. So there will be a shadow here, what people are saying, but there is a maturing energy. I'll read it as that. An incoming energy of possibly a lack of creativity and different wants, right? Because this is create with me. Now, we could be talking about creation, conception, teamwork, new beginnings, in a maturing sense, in an elevation of that sense. Okay, so where you fall will just be determinant of, I guess, circumstances, or who you're like, who's saying what. It could be both at the same time, where we're talking about like different wants, but then we're talking about because some of you I mentioned those secret admirers. It could be like, oh, this isn't gonna, like when we talk about like love, for example, different wants, like a creativity, like, oh, I really like that lavender latte, but it's not gonna work. Or, and then like a, hey, I would love an opportunity to be with this lavender latte, right? I feel like we could do really well together, right? That's where I'm going with it. Letter C could be relevant, since both of our cards here have that. So what is this? We've got health, healthy eating habits, nurse, doctor, exercise, medical school. That could be a theme in any sense of anything, okay? Some of you, people admire how healthy you are, how you prioritize your health and wellness. Some of you where your health has been a concern, that's a topic. Like people may be talking about that in a community sense. And then like if you're on a health journey, that's a topic. Let's see what else I've got here. Some people are saying you just look really healthy in the best way. If you're learning things related to health and wellness or just in general, that's a topic. If you have knowledge in that area, like for example, medical industry, people admire that. They like your guidance. So let me see why that needed to be first. Unique conversations. Let me see. Tell me more about what people are saying about my lavender latte. What makes them attractive? Sun, self-expressing body truth. A lot of you guys here have great personalities. Look at you. Look at you. Okay. So we got house 7. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. We have the partnerships here, okay? We have the partnerships here. Like I'm like cracking because like I got the shoulder. I didn't say it, but I was like, what I might start doing, because I've been thinking about it. Those of you with the shoulder, I'm not gonna tell you anymore. Ooh, you're gonna get so mad at me because you're not trusting your intuition. Like I'm not, like that's not good. If I do that, it discourages, like it doesn't help you. It makes you rely on me to tell you if you're in your right piles. So, and all of you aren't doing that. Just some of you with the shoulder, okay? But I might just stop telling you because like, ooh, that's not good. You don't want to overly rely on me. We got house 7, partnerships, intimacy, romantic. If like some of you people are really like paying attention to your partnerships of all kinds, right? When we're talking about like career, when we're talking about like love, like people are really invested there, okay? Really invested there, okay? When we talk about fairness, that's a thing. Tell me more about what people are saying about my lavender latte and what makes them attractive. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius talks about growth, expansion, talks about learning. Let me find what's going on. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust, okay? You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer and new moon, a new start's coming. Some of you, something regarding this new moon in Cancer that is real time, upcoming. Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's incoming. So you got 2, that's emphasizing those of you in real time. Where it's not, the next new moon will be something that makes sense, okay? You'll get some clarity regarding this energy, because there are conversations about you and your loved ones and your safety and any type of new start, okay? And expanding and looking ahead, okay? Where we talk about looking at the bigger picture, okay? So look at you. Some of you may get some health-based news by here, okay? Where that's a thing. So let me pull from this love-based deck. And then I will get your advice. Now Cancer rules home, family, ancestry, your comforts, right? I just saw devotion. So some of you, if you're expecting, right, 4 wands, great with me, like people are really excited about it. If you have concerns with your health, people are like really like worried, like hope power 4 is fine. When we talk about like health and safety and feeling good, like looking to help, looking to support, right? being fussy, where if you're expecting, right, or trying to, right? So let me see. Some of you where you're like stabilizing in a connection, whether we're talking about marriage or just long-term partner, people are like, they need to just go ahead and have a kid. That's the thing, okay? So that's a topic. I hope we get kids out of this. That seems to be a topic, okay? Especially when we talk about maternal figures, like I'm really like the maternal figures are like, oh, we hopefully we get a baby out of this. That's funny. I thought that was cute, so I definitely wanted to mention that. Or excited about the baby, where that's a thing. Let me see. Let me see what else. Because I'm realizing it happened when I grabbed this love deck. So look at you. All right. Some of you people like, I hope they get back together so that we can have kids. Oh, wow. When we can be our truest selves, we are then able to freely love with freedom. Okay, incoming reconciliation. Would create with me. Hey, reconciliation and create with me. You see that? Same vibe. Because reconciliation doesn't have to be getting back with someone. It could just be union in general. Like finding a person, finding your person that you want to start a family with, or wanting to starting a family. Some of you people are talking about you finding that, or your desire for that, or wondering if you have a desire for that. We do have higher self. No matter how dark or muddy your path may be, trust the guidance of your higher self. People are saying when it comes to reconciliation, you have to do what's best for you, and any whatever type of reconciliation, whatever type of relationship, you just have to do what's best for you, right? If prioritizing your freedom is what's best, then that's what you're gonna need to do, right? But there is community support here in a variety of ways. Okay, so let me get your advice. You got finding love at the bottom. So tell me, for my lavender latte, what they need to do. This is the first pile where I said it like that. So this is gonna, whatever comes out, it's an explicit thing to do. Like this is a pile of needing to take action in some way. Okay, so what's my advice for my pile number 4? There we go. Let go. All right. Let go does feel like freedom, right? Letting go feels like freedom. And then higher self is your higher knowing, the elixir of life. So that helps with this health and something about prioritizing health, prioritizing wellness. Life is short, right? But let go, prioritize your health, right? That also talks about taking it easy. This lavender as an herb relaxes you. It calms you down. So where stress is a thing, let it go for sure. Like actively release stress, actively avoid stress for sure. Okay? Especially when we talk about like health, okay? And then and letting go anything that creates that, so that you can prioritize your health, your wellness, your just overall happiness, your overall contentment, right? Just feeling good, because this is probably being loved and valued, and just needing to release where you're not feeling that, because you have a lot of that around you, okay? But Elixir of Life talks about getting things going. It's like getting a spark of energy, getting a spark of health. It's renewed health, it's renewed wellness, and just going for it. Like that 9 of Wands, okay? So that is all I have for you today. My pile number 4. Hopefully it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay in the know on the content we post there on this channel. Thank you for watching.